Ever wanted to personalize a link on Squarespace but got stuck trying to figure out how to do it? I've got you covered with one simple solution that will make your site stand out from all the rest. Let's get started. All right, let's dive right into URL mappings. So to do this, you're going to go to Settings, and then we're going to go into Developer Tools and URL mappings. I love URL mappings. You will see I have a few. I have a few in here. So these are great for affiliate links. If you have affiliate links, other products that you share link for, that if people use it, then you get a little bit of payout for it. I love these for this because it allows me to create, instead of having to keep up with everybody's different custom link with a different like code at the end or whatever, I can create a DelanaSimmons.com/ConvertKit link. It's DelanaSimmons.com/ConvertKit that forwards then to my actual ConvertKit affiliate link, and then I still get credit. But it's a lot easier for me to share DelanaSimmons.com/ConvertKit than it is to share, like, what is my ConvertKit? It's this one right here. Like, to share that, right? And it also, there's a fly. It also allows me to, if the company or whoever that I'm sharing, if they change their links at some point, because that happens, then I can just come in here and change it in this one spot versus trying to find all the blog posts where I may have shared that in the past and update all those links, right? So it's amazing to do it that way. It just is. There's just no other way. There's just no other way. Just trust me on this. So it's very simple to set these up. Basically, you will just want to create what your slug is going to be. So this is going to be after your domain. So in my case, it's DelanaSimmons.com/ConvertKit. So it's going to be /ConvertKit. So you're going to type that in here, and then you're going to do a little arrow, and then you're going to put the link that you want this to forward to, which would be your affiliate link. It could be a blog link. It could be, anything, your YouTube link, whatever. You're just going to put that whole URL here. And then you're going to put a 302. A 302 just means it is a temporary redirect. So you could change it at some point. If you know you're going to be changing something permanently, you would do a 301 redirect. But I rarely use 301. I think I did for some blogs back in the day when I changed my domain. I just wanted to make sure that these blogs all redirected, but to the new one. But I hardly ever use 301 at this point. I would always just stick with 302. So that is one way I use it, and probably one of the main ways that I use it. Something else you can do is use it for shortening, like acuity links that you give out often for people to book calls with you. The acuity links, you can customize those, but they still end up being like me.acuity.com or something like that, right? It still ends up being kind of a funky address. So you can also do that here. You can, I think I had one called Coffee Chat at some point. I don't know if it's still in here, but, oh, here it is. So I did /Coffee Chat, and then I put the arrow, and then the acuity link, the whole thing, which is all of this. And then again, the 302. Very, very simple to do. That is pretty much it. I like to use it for, again, mostly the affiliate things. That's a big one. I also like to do it when maybe you're going to be sharing a blog post, a specific blog post, and you want to call it out in your podcast or your YouTube, and you don't want to say the full name of the blog, right? Because they can have very long URLs. So let's say if it's a blog about business branding or personal brand, then you could do DelanaSimmons.com/brand to go to that specific blog instead of, DelanaSimmons.com/blogs/how to create a personal brand with hyphens between every word, right? That's a mouthful to try and get across in a video or a podcast type situation where you're speaking. So you would want to shorten that down to something like /brand. And it makes things a whole lot easier. But yeah, that is really the gist behind URL mapping. You can also do, I'm just like, all these ideas are coming now. You could also do like a link in bio type link here. You could also create that in the page itself if you wanted to do that. But let's say you want to, or if you're using the actual link in bio app, excuse me, but you want to give it a personal link, like actual URL instead of the linkinbio.com URL, then you could do that in here as well. DelanaSimmons.com/linkinbio, and then have it redirect to the actual page. But that is it. It's really just as simple as slash, let's say slash Pinterest, and then it would go to my Pinterest. I'm not sure what my slug is for Pinterest actually, but we'll go with that. And then 302, and then you just hit save, and it might take a minute or two for it to actually work, but usually once you hit save and then you go to delanasimmons.com/Pinterest, if I could spell it right, then it will work. It will redirect to that page, and it's just that simple, and you can use the URL pretty much right away. So that's really all there is to URL mapping. It's really simple, and it's a really effective way to make great links that are easy to share and that people can remember. So if they listened to you on a podcast while they were driving, but they wanted to make a mental note about going to your challenge or your blog post when they get home, they will have an easier time remembering the URL to go to without having to go back through your podcast, which is also not a bad thing, but we want to be as easy as we can for people, right? So I hope you're enjoying this little Squarespace series on how to make minor little adjustments to your site to help elevate it and take it to the next level. If you've missed any previous videos, I will link them at the end of this one here so you can check them out. There's one on how to add forms to your Squarespace site and also one on how to create a custom 404 page. So I will link those here, and be sure to stay tuned for next week's video, and I will see you then.